Hi friends, Andy Vegan. I make a chocolate tart. Very simple today. I just want to put, 3 in terms of almonds and dates for the crust. And the third one is the chocolate. So this is a very simple, without any shishi, just the chocolate cream and the crust. Okay, that's, I really want to have a chocolate tart for some time already. And I guess winter is the best time to make a chocolate because it's so warming, so full of energy, so dense. And you can then make different kinds of chocolate. I want to make a light chocolate today, not too dark. So I put a lot of cashews in, but I show that later. First I begin with the crust. I have here almost 2 cups of almonds. That's not so much, that's not so important. And maybe a dozen dates, pitted dates. There are not the large ones, the medium ones, and they go nicely together to make a sticky dough. Show you in a moment. First I have a blend with the processor, food processor with the S blade. You see, that's what I always use for the dough, the raw food, live bakery. Put the dates in, the almonds in first. That takes less time. First I make the texture I want, so that's a coarse meal, and then I put the dates in to make it a sticky dough. Process for 20 minutes, then you have a marzipan. Yeah, and then the oil comes out of the nuts. But here, just to make it a gross meal here like this. Yeah, and once you put the dates in, it won't get too much finer anymore. So that's why I put the almonds first, and then to make it quick, and then the dates, 12 or so in this case. The more dates you take, not only the sweeter it gets, but it's easier to make it a sticky dough. It has to keep together, so that's why I need the dates mostly. The sweetness, okay, but it doesn't need that much. It's the easiness of the stickiness. That took some time now, maybe 3-4 minutes. Because it really has to be sticky, and you test it like this. You can see it from above if you look inside while it's turning, but here, that's the test, the ultimate test. You press it together, and you see it sticks together, it begins to stick. If you take it too long, too much oil comes out of the nuts, and then it won't be too firm. So you want to have a dough. I want to have a dough that is sticky but not too firm. Otherwise, it will be more like a marzipan. You know what I mean. So I put the have here the form that is about 20 centimeters, 19 or so. It's a medium size, and I fitted it. I layer it with a parchment paper, and then I can take the cake out easier. I can take the form away and serve the cake on this paper, put it on another tray or something. And then it always comes in handy. Yeah. So I have a scraper here that comes with the food processor, and it helps me to get out everything very easy. It's fitted, and that's very versatile. If you have such a food processor, that if you buy one, it's important to also to watch the tools that come with it. They can be very helpful. The different brands you can buy have different tools, and the equipment is important too. So it's all in here now, and now I need some work, the classical work of making a cake, any dough, is kneading. And it is with the raw food and the food processor that is come to a minimum. But still I need to do something. First I spread the dough evenly in the form. In this case I want to just have a plain crust. I can have a crust with the sides coming up like a mold. In this case I wanted to have straight and easy, just a simple crust. But first I have to spread it evenly. Once I press it down, I cannot change the shape that easy anymore. So what I do now, make it even, and then I begin to use my knuckles and the weight of my body to press it down. That's easy, but it takes some time to make it thoroughly and evenly. And I come back in a moment when it's done. Yeah, the crust is ready. Show you here. That's what it looks like. Nice. And the finish is the one I would take the fingers here and go around the sides. Press down the sides very firmly. Just indicating now, because here it is the rim. The rim, that's where it falls apart most easily. You cut a piece out of the cake. So that's the last thing. And then, so let's put it aside for a while making the chocolate cream. The third part, so to say. Yeah. Just making it easy. So blender is important, and the main part of a chocolate is the cacao powder and the cacao butter. Yeah, and to make it sweet, I take the dates. That's important, because without the dates, the cacao is very bitter. Yeah, you have a dark chocolate, you know what I'm talking about. So the dates are important to make it sweeter, and to make it creamier and milkier, the nuts are important. So that's all I need. And I have a nice thing to refine it, that's the vanilla. So, but I show you in a moment, step by step. I just take first things first. That's important because of the mechanically, because of the blender. First, I take the dates and the cashews. Yeah. Here, they are pretty hard to blend. That's the hardest part of this chocolate. The rest is liquid or powder. So what has to be blended really for some time are the cashew nuts and the dates. And of these two here, the dates are harder. They are dried, so they need more time. So I put them in first. And then I add the cashews to make it a really nice cream. So I have 2 cups of dates and 2 cups of cashews. It's almost the same quantity. And that's up to you how much sweetness you want, how much lightness in the chocolate you want. You can take less cashews and less dates, or more, as you like. There is nothing so important. I like a creamy chocolate, not too hard, not too firm, and I like it a little bit sweeter. 2 cups of dates here with 2 cups of cashews, and I should tell about the quantities with the chocolate later. That is really nice sweetness, because it is not too sweet, not really a sweet chocolate, but it is a nice. If you take less, for example, only 1 cup of dates with this ratio, then it would be almost no sweetness there. It wouldn't be bitter. It would be almost neutral, but it wouldn't be really sweet, because the dates are a very nice sweetener, because there are lots of other ingredients in the dates than the sugar, a lot of sugar, but you have refined sugar or other sugars like a liquid from agave or something, then you have a higher sweetness, very much pungent sweetness. You take the agave in here, you have much more sweetness. It's really biting a little bit, the sweetness. It is also nice with the chocolate. I prefer the dates. They are more mellow, they are more balanced, there are more ingredients. I like that sweetness more, but it's not a biting sweetness. But instead I have a little bit more sweetness here with a doubling dates, so double 2 cups of dates. So I put the dates in here. There's some reflections about the sweetness here. Sweetness is so important for bakery in the kitchens, and I can take dates for almost anything to sweeten. And here's an example, and I explain a little bit why. So now blending first the dates with a little bit of water, just to get it going. Otherwise the dates won't blend up without the water. Maybe I need some more, let's see. So for the 2 cups of dates, you noticed I had to put some more water. The blender wasn't so happy. So I had to put some more water, and then I have this creaminess. And that's perfect, you know. But it's really not as sweet as agave. The dates are not that sweet, but a very nice sweetness with so much more minerals, and so that's why my favorite. So I have a perfect texture now for the date mousse. I take the same amount of cashews here. I showed you already. Yeah, raw cashews. Wonderful, creamy nuts, gentle flavor, very simple. Yeah, very versatile. You can take any nuts, any seed if you want to make a chocolate. If you have it at hand or so, but the cashews are so easy. Yeah? You don't need to filter anything. Other nuts, and especially seeds, they have shells, and then you have to care about the shell and the different flavor. That's all you can do. You can experiment. I just make it very simple in the beginning now with this chocolate tart to get a feeling of the basic, the basic feeling of the chocolate, a light chocolate, and then I can refine to put more layers and more flavors, fruit in there, and so, yeah, just to start. And maybe I'll need some more water for the cashews. Yeah, the cashews also, they firm up while blending, and they will take up the water. They're not been soaked. So a little bit more water might be needed to make it creamy. Pretty perfect. I have maybe 2 cups of water now, maybe 1.5 cups or so, with 2 cups of cashews, 2 cups of dates, and maybe 1.5 cups of water. And look what I have here. You see, this is a nice texture. It's a little bit creamy. You see, a little bit runny. Yeah, it will firm up. Yeah, it's not homogeneous here. Here's the more blended one here. The light color. Here a little bit more darker. That's not so creamy. But it's perfect. It will be blended one more time together with the rest of the ingredients, the main ingredients of pure chocolate. So I show you now. And that is cacao butter. That's important because it makes the chocolate firm. It firms up. And it's also 1.5 cups of the chocolate, cacao butter. And you come in blocks usually. I can cut it with a knife, with a chef knife. Very easy to make it very powdery. And then it goes into the bowl here, and the bowl goes onto the hot water. In no time, it's liquid. And that's what I want. I put the liquid into my nuts. And 1 cup of cacao powder. That makes it brown. Otherwise, you might have a white chocolate. This makes it a brown chocolate, a dark chocolate. Yeah, 1 cup. It's also raw powder. Yeah, I buy in maybe the 1 kilo online each, the butter and the nut and the powder, and to have it less expensive. And once in a while, I can make a nice chocolate or whatever. And I have 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Yeah, that's very nice. Vanilla is perfect with cacao. Yeah, the chocolate. Vanilla flavor is a very nice harmony, and vanilla is also it makes the senses a little bit more sensitive. You feel more. It makes the body because it's so complex. It's made from the blossom of the vanilla plant, and it takes weeks or more to ferment in the warm covering, and then it turns into the vanilla beans we know. And this is just a grated bean and ground bean. And you can also have raw vanilla. It's very rare and even more expensive than the other vanilla, not raw, but it's a very complex flavor. All the blossom is in there. It makes it very complex, and the fermentation process. So this is, and it goes very deep into our senses, and it fits so nicely with the chocolate. So I have it here, the vanilla especially, because no, other way. I have it in the chocolate, and it fits so nicely with the almonds in the crust here, because the almonds, they have, believe it or not, to me they have a little bit of similarity to the vanilla flavor. Almonds and vanillas are so similar. Also bananas are, so could put here also banana to make it softer, yeah. But just keep it simple for today. The almonds here, the vanilla there. So now I blend the rest. I guess that's the last I have to do, and then I have my chocolate ready. I have to scrape it a little bit down the sides because it's a little bit coming up. So I put it down here again. To get it all even. And the powder has to go down. And with these heavy fillings in the blender always has to be helped a little bit. Sometimes, not always. To get it all even. But that's easy, as you can see. It's not a big thing. You just need to know what you have to do, and then there's no problem. That's a regular process. So everything's in there now. I blend it to that even texture. See, this is here on top. It's still uneven. Here, this is on the bottom. That's more even where the blades are. Now we have it all together in a moment. So one more time. I hope so. The nuts have been blended before, the dates have been creamy before, so there's no problem with the creaminess. It just needs to be all even. And here you see what it looks like. This perfection. Perfect chocolate cream. It's still warm now from blending. That means it's still runny, and once in the fridge it will be cooling down maybe in 2 hours or so. And then you can enjoy. I can enjoy. I will. So with my friends maybe. I don't know who is coming. Put it in there. Oh, it looks so nice. Perfection. Nice cream. Get out everything here from the blender. And there will always remain something in the blender. Chocolate cream. Delicious chocolate cream. Perfect chocolate cream. And I just can put in some water or a banana and make a banana milk just with the rest. Nothing to do with the cake here. Just in order not to waste any of this. Yeah, I don't want to waste this here. This is so precious inside, so valuable. And I just put some water, a banana, and blend it and have a wonderful banana milk. See what I have here? That's my chocolate cream. I even it out, and I'm done. Wonderful. Chocolate tart, a little bit runny yet, but it will firm up. That's due to the cacao butter. I put a little top on it, maybe a cellophane, yeah, and to get the fridge. And if you put something on top directly on the surface, then no, not the water. The water will not come. Otherwise, you have puddles in here with a little water. So I cover it thoroughly, and then once it is firm, I can put it off the foil, and I have a perfect cake. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. You can decorate anything you want. I just have it plain, I guess. I don't need anything with it. So easy. The yummy chocolate. And well, if you enjoy, thumbs up. And subscribe if you like, and if you vegan on YouTube, have another recipe every single day. And find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter.